electrodes. These are recording electrodes. Ground on the back, a reference electrode, and this is the active recording electrode, and we're putting it over the abductor pollicis brevis muscle.
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit. And that, we're checking the median nerve conduction across the wrist. And a normal speed for this signal to travel from here where I'm going to shock you across the carpal tunnel to that thumb is 4.5 thousandths of a second or less. And so we're going to record the signals up on the screen there, the computer screen. And we use electrode gel here to improve the conduction between the stimulator and your skin. And this is the cattle prod.
That looks scary.
Oh, believe me, it hurts me more than it does you. Won't be bad. I control the size of the shock, okay, with that little dial. We start low. And so we're going to look at the screen. And I'm going to start to give you some little shocks and gradually increase them. And when you see a hill pop up on the screen, that's the signal recorded from your thumb muscle here. Okay, so here we go. I know. Here we go. Here comes the signal.
Ow.
And that's good. That's a heck of a signal.
Ow.
And it's fast, 2.8 thousandths of a second. Normal is 4.5 or less, and the size is 8.4 millivolts. So far that's fast across the carpal tunnel. Now we're going to catch you here. Okay, same nerve. There we go. So that's how fast it travels down to your thumb from here. So if we know the difference in distance between these 2 points, which is 209 millimeters, and we divide it by the difference in time between here and here, we can come up with a speed in meters per second. And yours is 60 meters per second. 50 meters is like half a soccer field, half a football field, and yours is 60. So that's very fast. Anything over 50 is good. Now we're going to send this clear up your arm to your spinal cord and your neck and watch it come back down and give us a second signal. Same size shock, nothing different. Okay, so that first wave on the line is traveling across the wrist.
Can't even see it on my phone.
You can't see that? And here's the wave returning from the neck. That's called an F wave. Okay, so the speed across the wrist should be fast again, 2.8 or so. There we go, 2.8 thousandths of a second. And then the returning waves from the neck, because it goes right up the wire to the neck and comes back down, 24.7 thousandths of a second. That's 1/40th of a second. So that's really fast. Now let's compare that to the ulnar nerve, the nerve that goes to this side of the hand. So we'll see what we get across the wrist. Very fast, the same time exactly, 2.8 milliseconds. Okay, and that's super fast. Let's have you bend your elbow. Now we'll get you up near the funny bone. This is what you bump when you whack your elbow. You hit the ulnar nerve. And it's funny to everyone but the one who bumps the elbow, I think, you know. But you probably jump around like a Mexican jumping bean. Well, you know, I haven't seen Mexican jumping beans in the store lately, have you? No. I wonder what happened to them. Back in the 50s and 60s, they were all over the place. You could always buy Mexican jumping beans. 188 millimeters.
Is there a light on my camera?
Yeah, there is.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
I saw the light on my
Backfilling.
hand.
Yeah, so you know, it's probably the flashlight mode, and it also serves as a backlight.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. These cameras are something these days, aren't they? What kind's yours? You have a Samsung or an Apple or what?
My phone?
Yeah.
Samsung S3. Ow.
So you're a droid kind of a gal, huh? One more. Good. We want to make sure we get the signal as How does it feel, these shocks? What does it feel like?
Kind of painful.
Okay, it's kind of weird too, because your arm moves without you trying to move it. And
Right.
bypassing your brain and going right to your own electrical wires and putting current into it so that your muscles twitch. So that's 102 millimeters, and we want a speed of 50 or above, and we get 73 and 61 for those two segments. Okay, so let's bring your arm down, and we'll send it up to the neck and follow it on back down. So I'll back down and shock. Good. So the first wave on the line is going across the wrist. That's this one. And this wave is the F wave, returning from the neck. So we can look at how fast it takes to travel up your arm to your spinal cord and then back down. So across the wrist, 2.7 that time, which is very fast. That's 2.7 thousandths of a second. And then up to the neck and back, 24.8 milliseconds, which is 1/40th of a second. Super fast. Now let's look at the feeling nerves. So the nerves that give strength to your muscle are fast, both of them. There are 3 different nerves that give feeling to the fingers. The median, the ulnar, and the radial nerve. And so we're going to look at branches of all of those nerves to see if they're slowing. How's your neck? Is your neck good?
Yeah.
Okay, so you never had a whiplash or head injury, knocked out and twisted your neck or anything?
Nope.
Okay. Never fell off a horse and landed on your
Nope.
neck? Okay. In fact, do you ride horses much?
Nope.
I don't like them either much. I have fallen off and gotten knocked out. They're big and they're dangerous. So that's through the carpal tunnel to the 4th finger, to the peak there, 3.2 thousandths of a second. Now let's compare to the ulnar nerve, which sends a branch to the 4th finger. That's 3.0 thousandths of a second, both fast. It should be within 0.5 of each other, and they are. 3.8 or less is normal. Now we're going to do 2 different nerves to the thumb. One through the carpal tunnel and one through the radial nerve. Okay, so this is the carpal tunnel nerve, or the median nerve. This one can hide under a tendon. Let's try over there. There, we got it. 2.9. Again, very, very fast. Let's have you roll your wrist over that away. Now we'll send it down. And this nerve can be damaged if you're in handcuffs, because it's right between the skin and the bone there. So I suspect you've been in handcuffs lately.
Nope.
Nope. It's still fast, 3.1. So you haven't been in handcuffs for at least a week? Is that what you're telling me?
I've never been in handcuffs.
Oh, that was the right answer. Nuts. I thought you'd say, yes, that's right. I haven't been in for at least a week. You didn't fall for that one, did you? All right. This should be 3.7 thousandths of a second or less through the carpal tunnel to the peak. And you're 3.0. So fast. Everything so far is good. Now we're going to get you here. So is your biggest problem pain in the wrist, would you say? Or is it more numbness in the hand or pain in the hand? Numbness?
Pain sometimes.
This should be 3.8 or less, and you're 3.2, and it's a big signal. Let's do the ulnar nerve to the little finger. So far all of them have been between 2.8 thousandths of a second and 3.2 for the feeling nerves to the fingers. And normal would be anywhere like 3.7 to 3.9 or less, so you're well within normal limits. So now let's see about this 5th finger here. 2.9. super fast and very big, 52 microvolts in size. How's your shoulder and elbow? Do they hurt? Just your hand?
My
Hand
right
and
here.
wrist up to there, kind of, huh? All right. So now we have normal nerve conduction tests. So we have to make sure, and this whole test may turn out to be normal if you have an overuse syndrome, just using it too much on a keyboard or something, you know. What do you do at home? Do you like gardening, or what are your hobbies?
I like to play the guitar and scrapbook and
Are
use
you
the
always
computer.
doing something with your hands? Okay. Yeah, because you can overuse muscles and get what we call myofascial pain, which is just like nerve pain, but it comes from muscles that have been used too much. All right. Ready for the pin pokes? Can you
No.
handle them?
I'm never ready for pin
I know.
pokes.
And because these were normal, we should start at your shoulder and work down. Okay? So and remember, it will hurt me more than it hurts you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You believe that? No, you don't buy that, do you?
No.
Calling me a liar? You are, aren't you? Figured that. You're about the fourth person today who won't fall for that one. All right, so we're now going to look to see if you have something screwy with your neck. Pushing on nerve roots there,
I don't know how you want my arm.
just like that. But you are good with needles because you have a tattoo. Take a picture of that look, and you got tattoos there. I won't ask about any others, but they hurt, and that one especially because that's
That one hurt
overtended.
really bad.
Yeah, so if you can get tattoos, you can go through this. All right. So let's select the exam. Let's go to studies. Let's now go to EMG. Let's start at the deltoid muscle. That gets its nerve supply from
Holy.
C5. So we're not going to give you any shocks. We're going to measure your electricity from within the muscle.
What's that?
Look, this hooks up to a needle. An EMG needle. Says Miss Tattoo.
Tattoos are different needles.
They hurt though, tattoo
But
gun.
the one on my arm didn't hurt. I barely felt it.
Did you have a beer before your tattoo? No?
I'm not old enough to drink.
But you're old enough to get tattooed.
Yeah.
Isn't that something? All right, you ready?
No.
All right.
Here, you guys can watch. I'm just gonna not watch.
Yeah, you want to relax your muscle so it's floppy too. Just there. Okay, you want to see the pin? Take a picture of it. Doesn't go in all the way, and
I
it's
can't
skinny.
even see it on here.
Skinny. You can't see it on there?
Your shirt's blocking it.
Oh.
Oh, that's pretty thin.
Yeah, pretty thin. Okay, here we go. Here's a poke.
Oh, it's not that bad.
No. All right, now, let's see. So you want to listen to the electricity. We're going to disturb the electrical membrane. Hang in there.
Oh, no, it's bad.
This is your muscle. Push out against me and fill the screen. There, you see how they're nice and sharp and skinny? That's what they should look like. So that's from the 5th cervical nerve root. That's the deltoid muscle. Now we're going to do another C5 and C6. And C5 and C6 means 5th and 6th cervical nerve root. So the electricity coming from your spinal cord to these different areas of your arm. All right, here's a poke. Hang in there. be out of there soon. So burst quiet, burst quiet, burst quiet. Now, slowly bend your elbow. Not a lot, just a little bit. There you go. See how you're firing your motor units? See how sharp and skinny? That's what you pull towards you a little bit more. See they get faster and bigger? Pull again. Good, nice. Okay, so that was C5, 6 are looking good. Okay, now let's go to C7, back of the arm. Triceps. So let's have you cross your arm across your chest. And we'll find this muscle back here. This is the one that straightens your elbow. Okay, so we'll try to get right to it. Poke, hang in.
Ow!
I know, it hurts, the skin hurts the most. Burst quiet. You're not seeing any short circuit signals in the quiet period. Okay, now begin to push against me, kind of straighten your elbow up. Push a little harder. And kind of roll. There you go. There you go. See, now we're to the muscle. Pull, push again. Good. We're out of there. Sharp and skinny. No wide and jagged ones. You're doing a good job. Now we're below the elbow. So now we're into your area.
My hand's asleep.
Is it? Okay. Pretty soon the sleep will climb up your hand, causing permanent paralysis. Get up to the shoulder, sweep into the chest region, fall into that left arm, come down your legs, and you'll be lying there totally paralyzed. But within a year it'll pass. Okay? You'll be lucky to get out of here alive, won't you?
You look weird.
Definitely weird. This will probably end up on YouTube, won't it?
Facebook.
Facebook? Oh, for God's sakes. Oh, for God's sakes, I want Facebook. I'll never live it down. Make a fist and bend back. Good.
Oh,
Let her fly.
do it as
There
far
you
as
go.
I could.
There's a poke. So this will be an EMG and a nerve conduction study, huh? Why don't you tell me this? It's going to be published.
Why else would I be recording it?
I don't know. For your mom, dad, friends, hanging. Not your pseudo Facebook friends, all 5,000 of them, most of whom you've never met.
I don't have 5,000 Facebook friends.
How many do you have?
Less than 100.
Oh, and do you know them all, or did you pick up some along the line? That
Picked up some.
Yeah. Push back. See how skinny? Push back. Those are motor units. Excellent. I like it. Take a picture of that. That's normal. All right. Now let's do some finger extensors. Why don't we? A C7 muscle. Kind of jump around a little bit. Now you're slurring your words a bit. So should we do the tongue? We do the tongue.
Yeah, no.
You know, and people who have Lou Gehrig's disease, who can't swallow, they lose their ability to control swallowing in their tongue. So we do it. Well, any muscle that we can get to, we can do. Okay, now wiggle those fingers up and down, and we'll find the muscles that do that. Okay, let her flop. Facebook. Over. I'm not sure about Facebook anymore. All these rants, those one-liners, the political stuff, and, you know, it just gets so old after a while. No one ever reads the whole article. They just get an angry picture of some Republican or Obama or somebody, and then they put a one-line quote and pick the worst picture they can, and then they say, this is the truth, and they don't know what the hell it's all about. Push up hard. See how you generate strength? That's pretty good. Push up again. That's electrical strength, and those are motor units, and they're all sharp and skinny. That's what they should look like, not wide and jagged. So far the nerve supply all the way down to there is good. Now, we're into the hand area. So yeah, there's always a drop of blood or so, but not too bad. So, tell me something interesting that you're going to do during this 100-degree weekend. You going to the river, swimming, or the pool, or what do you do when it's 100 degrees out in Great Falls?
Sit in front of the fan.
Oh, come on, you got to be more active than that.
Nope.
Sun River Canyon, hike up there and come back and jump in the Sun River.
I'm pretty boring.
Are you?
I sit at home.
Maybe that's
Spend
why you
time with
only
my
have
daughter.
100 Facebook friends when most people have millions of them. I only have like, I don't know how many I have. I don't think very many, because I would want to be my friend, right? After this. What are you doing? Want to put it in yourself?
No.
Here we go. This one does hurt a little bit. It's not bad. You're a nail specialist, right? You're a tattoo specialist.
I'm not a tattoo specialist.
You kind of are. You got tats all over.
Only 2.
2, and what about the that big death head on your back, the skull with a rat coming out of the eye?
Yeah, okay.
That one must have hurt, huh? Over your shoulder blade.
I don't even have one on my back.
Hold your finger right there. Push up hard. Good strength. Now slow it down. Those are nice. Push up hard. And you fill the screen. Push up again. Good. I like those. You start small. Just want to get a good screen. And they're skinny. Good. 1 to go.
You're killing me, Smalls.
This one is a painful one.
Please no.
This is the one we were talking about for the carpal tunnel. We've now worked our way around it. We don't see any slowing through the carpal tunnel. But sometimes, because what we're looking at is your nerve function, and your nerves are just like this wire, insulation on the outside, and living fibers on the inside, right? Just like the copper fibers. And so we know the insulation's good. It's just flying from your neck all the way down to your fingers. And the inner fibers are good from the shoulder muscles all the way down to here. So we only have this one muscle left to try, and that's the abductor pollicis brevis muscle. And this gets its nerve supply from the median nerve through the carpal tunnel.
It sucks because I have to do this with both my arms.
You do? When?
That's what they said.
Right now they didn't, I think. We'll look at the order. Hold your thumb. I think on the other side we can just do a little shock screen. We won't have to do them all. Let her flop. Oh. Yep. I know. Hang in there. We'll be out of there quick. Okay. Gently raise your thumb right to there. Push up. Okay, this is normal. Nice and skinny and a steady increase. Breathe easy. All right, let's see what they said. I think they only wanted the right, but we can do, let's do a little comparison just so you don't have to go through it again, okay? We'll do the shocks to the muscle, and we'll look at the sensory nerves to the fourth finger and the thumb, okay, which will give us the radial, ulnar, and median nerves, all 3 of the sensory, because this is the most affected side, and you have normal nerve function. So what does that mean? That means that your pain and some of the numbness may not be coming from nerve injury. Could be coming from overuse of muscle or previous strain or sprain. Or you may have a carpal tunnel, but it's so early that we're not picking up any abnormalities yet. And that can happen. The first test can be normal. Sometimes the second one 2 years later is normal, and sometimes 5 years down the road we can see some slowing across the wrist. But right now, looking good. Okay? Here, let me unhook you and we'll have you stand, and then I'll get the bed squared away. We'll have you lie down here and we'll just do some speed comparisons. So if this thing doesn't go away and get better, or if it gets worse, everyone will have something to compare it to. Okay, why don't you stand? You're pretty tough.